Welcome back to Say No More Media. In today's video, first we've seen the dap heard around the world between Shedeur Sanders and head coach Brian Daboll, the New York Giants. Now they were seen again outside of team meetings, just hanging out casually throughout the East-West Shrine Bowl. And this only points to a great question. Is New York Giants selecting quarterback Shedeur Sanders with the third pick in the NFL draft? Now, Shedeur Sanders has seemed to have more of a personal relationship with head coach Brian Daboll for the New York Giants. And after this dap, we were all pretty much locked in that he's headed to the New York Giants. Now, Shedeur has decided not to participate in the throwing part of the camp as the full participant, but he has thrown for some teams, including the Tennessee Titans and the New York Giants, as well as the Cleveland Browns, who all had representatives in the building at the East-West Shrine Bowl. So right now he's doing his psychological evaluation. He's interviewing with media, answering questions about his career that started at Jackson State at a HBCU. And then when he transferred with his father, head coach Prime Deion Sanders, to the University of Colorado, where they changed around a 0-10 program or 1-11, one of those. They were the bottom in the Pac-12, and they took a chance on Shedeur Sanders transfer from HBCU. We all didn't know what he would be able to produce, but he was able to not only win the Jim O'Brien Award, but the Golden Arm Award as one of the best quarterbacks in college football, while earning first team all Big 12 and being in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy all season. As you can see here, he's supporting some of his receivers that are there at the East-West Shrine Bowl. This is Jimmy Horn Jr., who transferred in from USF in 2023, was able to make some big plays as a junior, and that was one of Shedeur Sanders' favorite targets before he was hurt during his senior year. He could be seen hanging out with quarterbacks here, giving them some game. They were watching some film on the tablets. He was also helping out quarterbacks there, him being such a high prospect, him being able to be around and, coach up some of the other players was really great to see. And some of these questions that they were asking him was, how has he been able to handle the pressure of being Coach Prime Deion Sanders' son? And he said it's something that he's dealt with since he was a kid. The limelight doesn't really affect him. And, more importantly is how he's been able to mentally deal with, some of the things that's been said about him in the media as far as, how he won't be able to transfer to the NFL. And I'm here to tell you right now, sometimes this is the time where the campaigns start on quarterbacks coming out of the NFL, and it can either help or decrease their draft stock. So there's channels like mine who are on the player side that's here to help push them to go as high as they can possibly go, because we understand that sometimes mainstream medium is going to push a narrative that is not always completely true. So we want to make sure that everything we take is with a grain of salt, and that we help boost this young man's draft stock, because right now, if you go on certain platforms, you can hear the talk about why he shouldn't be drafted in the top 3 or how he's slipping down some people's mock draft board. But if you just go back and roll the tape and see the numbers he was able to put up with the offensive line that he had while maintaining his throwing percentage, at such a high percentage at 75%, there's no reason why Shedeur should slip down the draft, So there's channels like mine here, I Say No More. We're here to help build up the athlete and support them during this time, because there's a count. We all definitely look forward to seeing what Shedeur Sanders will do at the next level for the NFL. Say no more.